What's the time? 47, 40. Transfer news. Sorry, people. We're nothing without our timestamps. Let's start with this. Tab police look away now. Let's see what Sky Sports have done. Eddie Nketiah is staying at Arsenal and finalising a new deal. We know this. Who have Arsenal been linked with? We're set to lose out on Jed Spence, allegedly to Spurs. Now, them links kind of went cold. We want Federico DiMarco, the left back at Inter Milan. People allegedly, Inter are demanding in excess of 20 million for DiMarco, who is attracting interest from Arsenal. So is it not a hickey thing? I can't lie, I'm down for Richarlison. I'd rather Gab Jesus. I wouldn't mind Richarlison, but it's another one every week. 1 minute you look lit, then you don't. So yeah, this is just reiterating what we know, people. Apparently Zinchenko and Gab Jesus. Jesus' agent Marcelo Pinati has claimed talks will progress over the Manchester City forward's future after the international break in June, amid rumours linking him with a move to Arsenal. And apparently Arsenal are also considering a double swoop for these Manchester City stars by adding Zinchenko. I'd love to see that. This has also gone on to say Spurs are entering the race to beat us, the Gab Jesus people. So yeah, man, we'll get on to that because there's some more Gab Jesus stuff. We've been linked with these names. I'm not going to waste time on Titi, on Sinistera, on Cody Gakpo. We've heard this. Sterling is not happening. Lautaro Martinez is not happening. I'd love to see Aaron Hickey. I would not mind Ruben Neves. You know, Osimhen the same. Rashford's just there for image. So yeah, it is what it is, people. Moving away from that. Arsenal interested in Federico DiMarco. And as said already, Inter Milan are demanding 20 million for the fullback, people, as cover for Kieran Tierney. I mean, what about trying to buy Bastoni or Skriniar or something for that defense, really, from Inter Milan? So yeah, he would serve as a rotation option / suitable backup for Kieran Tierney with what's going on, people. He's yet to establish himself as a regular star at the San Siro. He's played in 19 of the 32 19 of his 32 appearances last season. Sorry, came from the bench, so he could swap one bench for another and get substantially paid, really and truly. Boy, so we'll have to see what happens there. Arsenal push for Gnabry transfer return and willing to go back in over free swoop for Bayern Munich next season. Arsenal will reportedly look to bring Gnabry back to the Emirates this season as the winger mulls over a Bayern Munich departure. The Gunners are also said to be prepared to wait until next year to secure his services on a free transfer, with his contract at the Allianz Arena to expire next year in 2023. I mean, Mane leaving, he could slot in there at Liverpool. Obviously, Ousmane Dembele has been linked with Chelsea. Tuchel's German. They've won the Champions League more recently than us, or we haven't won it at all, as we know. London aspect, where he's comfortable. It's not just that. You know, I'd love him to do all this. Oh, I'm an Arsenal lad. I don't want to sign for the Ops, but reality is it's a business. You've come to love Arsenal. You weren't an Arsenal fan growing up. You didn't grow up here. You've got no allegiances beyond that. Business is business. You know, they shouldn't have sold you. So we'll have to see. I would love Gnabry. We've been waffling about Gnabry, so I'm not going to keep saying the obvious. It'd be a lit signing for Arsenal. Do I see it happening? I don't, but what do I know, people? So apparently he's open to a move back to North London, people. Really, so we're gonna have to see what's going on there. But he's probably gonna have all of Europe interested in his services. So hope for the best, expect the worst. I can't convincingly say I expect that. I'm not a fan of this newspaper, but you know, it's a tough day for contract news people. I think this is another transfer column. Leaning towards exit, play on words. Arsenal are trying to negotiate a cut price deal for Bernd Leno. Sun Sport, Scum Sport exclusively revealed the Gunners are hoping to scrape together 60 million this summer from a fire sale from Emirates Outcast. They look to sell Leno, as Leno is one of 7 players on the chop for a knockdown price. Apparently Benfica are interested in him. Arsenal value him at 8.5 million and he's deemed surplus to requirements. Kroenke is getting more property. I don't really care about that. Apparently, Omar Rekic has interest from Lille, but he wants to stay put. I don't have a specific goal. If Arsenal had waited a few months, they would have got me without a transfer fee. Now they have spent so much money on me. I want to repay that with a performance. The club is serious about me, and I'm grateful for that. Don't know why we're learning about Lukaku, apart from us being linked with the Ballard, as it says here. Arsenal have entered the transfer race, better yet, for Leeds ace Raphina, but we face stiff competition from Barcelona and Manchester United. Bearing in mind, he seems to be going or leaning towards a Barcelona move. Allegedly, Barcelona have done a U-turn in which that could be true. Raphina, welcome addition, Brazilian, wavy, early 20s, scope to grow. It is what it is. It's self-explanatory. I don't like to do that Premier League proven. I wouldn't say Raphina set the Premier League alight, but he definitely established his name as a very talented footballer. So, yeah, he is welcome to sign for this club if he wants to, really and truly. But do I see it happening? I don't know. Maybe you lot are more optimistic. 400 of you locked in, 186 likes. We're flirting with 200. Mikel Arteta will be key in Gabriel Jesus' decision in signing for Arsenal. I mean, it's got to be obvious there. And it's just reiterating the same things, really. So, yeah, man, that's that. Moving away from that. In fact, where is it? Is it here? In relation to Hector Bellerin, apparently Real Betis' sporting director says that Bellerin knows the situation of the club financially and they'll see what may happen concerning his transfer to Betis. Hopefully, Arsenal, Bellerin and Betis can work together to getting him out of the club and getting us some peas. That's the same thing there. To keep warming the Arsenal hearts. Probably no chance of Raphina, but I would love it if it was a thing. Gnabry doesn't go to Chelsea or Tottenham. In my opinion, the Arsenal connection is still there, considering what he tweeted after he slapped them both with Bayern. It is, but a business is a business. I'm sure Cesc wouldn't have wanted to sign for Chelsea one day. Things happen, man. Business is a business. If Arsenal do not buy you, if Real Madrid are not going for you, if Bayern Munich have said you're not playing and threaten you, and Chelsea and all these clubs offer for you, I don't know about Spurs because they can't. Conte's there, but they can't. Whatever. You are more likely to win trophies. Sadly, at Chelsea. It's a business. You need to look at it without emotion. And as much as I'm an Arsenal man, and I'd hope Gnabry's the same, you'd be an idiot not to consider Chelsea's proposal. Let's have it right. You get decent options. I don't know what their owner's going to be on. This is not me to sing their praises. We've just got to be sensible. They've won the Champions League and the league more recent than us. He's comfortable and probably knows his same spots in London. Thomas Tuchel, as a fellow German, knows all about him. It'd be stupid not to. But I hope that's not the case. If on a return, people, and if he still watches us, if possible, I'm watching the games because I still carry the gun in my heart. Of course, I'm happy when Arsenal's playing well and win, especially now while Arsenal is coming back stronger. We can come back stronger if you just stand for us, my guy. I know it's not the same, but didn't Doherty have bare tweets? Half the time players tweet things that resurfaced. Jadon Sancho to Chelsea. There was a next one as well. Tammy Abraham with Arsenal stuff, Doherty with Arsenal love, and then they made a big song and they made a laugh about it at Spurs. So I hope that's the case, but it'd be silly, man, not to consider stuff, bro. Like Ronaldo almost signed for City allegedly, so Pogba considered City and then thought about the backlash. So things happen, really. That's Gnabry. Big up Freddie Paxton. Please make sure you check out the people where we spoke about Gnabry, Jesus, etc., etc. He has spoken to Marcelo Penalty, who's Gabriel Jesus' agent, and he said, at the moment, we're understanding all of the projects on offer. That could be staying at City, coming to Arsenal, and being linked with the other 6 clubs, allegedly. So right now isn't the time to say anything. Things will advance after his time with the national team. So, he's going to do what he's doing for Brazil. I'm sure there'll be a short holiday, and then things will, whether he's coming to Arsenal or elsewhere, be put into motion. If he signs for Arsenal, great. Just make sure you have a backup option. Pardon me. So that's that. And on that, apparently Michael Bridge, a Sky Sports reporter, said Gabriel Jesus has been told by Edu that he will be Arsenal's 9. I'd imagine City will entertain the likes of Tottenham being involved in a potential bidding war. Arsenal would stress that Jesus would be a central part, maybe, and you couldn't guarantee you're going to get that actually at Spurs. You've got Kane, Son, Kulusevski now. So literally, Gabriel Jesus can play across that front 3, but you might not play. Aouar, I refuse to give up until this one, until it's done. I don't think we're getting Aouar, but Houssem Aouar set to spark transfer scramble between 2 Premier League clubs after Lyon revealed plan to sell him, people, which they have. Apparently, Aouar is yet to sign a new deal at his boyhood club and will be a free agent next season, much like Ruben Neves and Telemans and Fabian Ruiz, who's rejected another Napoli contract, allegedly. Apparently, 2 Premier League clubs are in for him. Now, Leicester's one. It could be Spurs. It could be someone else. He's been linked with Arsenal, Spurs, Juventus, United, Barcelona, and it all seems like it's gone cold. It seems like there's never been a better time. You're going to get him at a cut price fee. Allegedly, he's available for 13 to 15 million euros. Has something gone wrong there? I don't know, people. Apparently, Lyon and him have hit a snag over wage demands. Apparently, he's reluctant to put pen to paper on a potential new deal. Liverpool also have eyes on Aouar, who bagged 6 goals and 4 assists in 36 games. He's been linked with Betis and Real Sociedad as well, people, as has Szoboszlai. another person linked with us. So yeah, man, I don't think that our train's over yet, but I would look to try if you could. Arsenal handed Serge Gnabry transfer abuse as Real Madrid make decision on Bayern Munich star. Scrolling all the way down. Well, I say just saying the same things, people, and obviously we've already spoken about. Ballard could be joining Burnley. Apparently, Burnley want Daniel Ballard to replace potentially Everton target James Tarkowski, which could have a knock-on effect with Arsenal because we can make some cash on someone who's had a great loan spell at Blackpool and done quite well at Millwall, and probably is not going to get a look in where Arsenal's first team defence is concerned, people. So reinvest a piece in a great way, people. So yeah. Arsenal suffer double transfer blow as Tottenham announced. Oh, shut up. This is why sometimes you should really click on things. Again, I can tell it's already about to talk about things, man. Fabian Ruiz rejects new contract and no interest in Newcastle as Arsenal handed transfer hope. I mean, it's obviously leveraging that fact. I mean, if Fabian Ruiz could be signed, if he was open to signing for Arsenal, why not, man? You know, I'd be here for it. Come on, man, 20 to 30 million euros, but we all know he's probably heading back to Spain. Right now, I only think of Napoli. I'm very comfortable here and we have big challenges ahead. The idea of returning to Spain in the future is always present. It is my home. And he doesn't want to sign for Newcastle, people. Arsenal star Bernd Leno wanted in Benfica transfer, but goalkeeper's 8.5 valuation proven to be a stumbling block. Now, he needs to move or he's not going to go to the World Cup. There's, you know, Trapp, Neuer, and obviously ter Stegen. You need to go. So I do think he will force it. I do think they'll take the 8.5 million on a player whose deal's running down. But truthfully, who knows, really and truly, people. So that one, we're going to have to wait to see its development. So that's that. That's that. And once again, we've been apparently Arsenal and United joined Chelsea and Barcelona in 64 million Raphina transfer race. It's probably all us. Arsenal need wingers. United need wingers. We're looking for players. We've been linked with players in this position. It's not going to happen, isn't it, really? You know, again, it could happen. But he's primarily linked with Barcelona. Normally, when things are getting close is when these links start surfacing. That's actually it in terms of transfers, people. It's quite a slow day. So, yeah, you know, hopefully Gabriel Jesus happens, but it is what it is in that regard. Aouar and Telemans would be good depth in midfield.